Coming to you from Annapolis, Maryland, home of the U.S. Naval Academy, the sailing capital of the world, home of the world's largest crab feast, and 4 signers of the Declaration of Independence. This is the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief, a daily roundup of local news that you can use, including local sports, local events, local opinion, and local weather from DMV Weather. Now here's your host, publisher of Eye on Annapolis, John Frenaye.
Good morning. It is Wednesday, January 17th. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. If you're hearing this awake and running out to school in a panic, slow down. Most of the schools in the area are on a 2-hour delay. It is pretty slick out there. To be honest, I wouldn't be surprised to see if that changed a little bit later on in the morning. But for now, Anne Arundel, Prince George's, Montgomery, Howard, Frederick, St. Mary's, Charles, Calvert are all on a 2-hour delay. Queen Anne's County is on a 90-minute delay. So there you've got that. You get a little bit of extra sleep. A couple of tense moments last night in North County. Anne Arundel County officers were called to the Glen Burnie Walmart on Chesapeake Center Drive for a non-specific bomb threat. Police and fire department responded, and after about a 45-minute wait, they did clear the building. There was nothing found. A little bit further north in Brooklyn Park, at about 9:45, units responded to the 200 block of West Meadow Road for a suicidal adult male that may have harmed himself with a handgun. Officers secured the area and were working to make contact with the subject. We're hearing that there was also a very heavy Baltimore City Police Department presence there as well. The suspect was finally taken into custody without incident after about a 2-hour standoff. I think Annapolis might be able to say goodbye to the National Sailing Hall of Fame. Sailing Hall of Fame President Gary Jobson has said that they have been in negotiations with the city of Newport to purchase the armory on Thames Street. Jobson has cited flooding issues, asbestos, and structural problems with the current location in Annapolis, which is the Burtis House right down on City Dock. Jobson said, quote, "The problems with that piece of property are many. Frankly, the building is in terrible shape." Now, the Sailing Hall of Fame had a sweetheart of a deal from the state because the state does own that building, and they have not really held up their end of the deal. Sharice Churchill, press secretary for Governor Hogan, said the following: "The state has given the National Sailing Hall of Fame extension after extension for fundraising purposes, which they have consistently failed to meet. Currently, the administration is in discussions with Mayor Buckley's administration and will continue to explore the options." And as far as those fundraising goals, the National Sailing Hall of Fame was supposed to raise $9.5 million, and at this point, they are well short of that so far. I think we can say goodbye to the National Sailing Hall of Fame, which is certainly a disappointment for the city of Annapolis. Anne Arundel County Council passed a bill on Tuesday night after County Councilman John Grasso reintroduced it, and this was requiring to bring development to a halt when schools reach 95% capacity. This is the public facilities law. Currently, it sits at 100%, so a school would be at 100% capacity, development stops. Now it drops down to 95%. Sounds good, right? Well, there are a few caveats. They are going to allow development to continue and to exceed that 95% level as long as the developer will donate another piece of land for a future school. There is no word whether that land has to be within the district that they are building. Also, and this sort of really negates the whole thing in my opinion, the law sunsets after 2020, so this is at best a 2-year proposal. Kudos to the University of Maryland, Baltimore County. UMBC produces more black MD and PhD degree earners than any other college in the country, according to new data from the Association of American Medical College. Since 2000, there have been 413 black men and women who have earned an MD or a PhD from institutions across the country. More than 10% of those were UMBC alumni. The National Folk Festival is coming to Salisbury, Maryland in September. It's going to begin a 3-year run on the Lower Eastern Shore and could be a big boost to tourism in the area. The event is expected to attract 75 to 100,000 visitors in the first year alone, and they should be able to grow that number to above 120,000 in the years that follow. Now, the National Folk Festival is the longest-running multicultural traditional arts celebration. It will feature traditional art, music, and is scheduled for September 7th to 9th this year. After a 3-year run is over, it leaves. That's about it for the news, but I know that's not what you're here for. You're here to hear about the weather, and we do have Jung from DMV Weather with the latest update on the inclement weather that we have. And we've also got Kevin Chaney from ShellBack Sports here with some of your local sports information, so stick around.
I'm ONeall, your local RBC Wealth Management Advisor. When you choose to work with me, you'll have access to a worldwide network of financial products and services only available from a leading global institution. RBC's international reputation for physical strength and stability, world-class capabilities, and corporate values is unique in the financial services industry. I also recognize the importance of reinvesting in the communities in which we live and work, and I'm committed to serving my clients by building long-term relationships based on trust, integrity, and confidence. I look forward to helping you with your wealth management needs. Call me, ONeall, today at 410-573-6723 for a complimentary consultation.
RBC Wealth Management, a division of RBC Capital Markets, LLC. Member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC. This is Maryland. The weather can be nearly unpredictable. We've got Jung from DMV Weather in Annapolis to sort it all out.
Hey everyone, this is George from DMV Weather with your Annapolis forecast for Wednesday, January 17th. So the light snow we expected finally arrived around 1 to 2 a.m. across much of Anne Arundel County, and it finally delivered just enough snow to cover the ground with about a half inch or less so far. For today, we forecasted a target high temp of 30 degrees for downtown Annapolis and 28 degrees for BWI Airport, with light snow lasting through approximately 8 to 10 a.m. this morning, and snowfall totals likely ending up in the 1/2 inch to 1 inch range across the area. From there, temps will get slightly warmer tomorrow with highs 35 to 40, followed by 40s on Friday, and then sunshine and temps near or just above 50 degrees throughout the weekend. So get through today and this latest low-end winter weather event across the region, and get ready for some much improved conditions by the weekend. Okay, that's it for us today. Be sure to download our free weather app in the Apple App Store or Google Play Store on all of your devices by searching for DC MDVA Weather, and follow us on our website at dmvweather.com or on Twitter or Facebook so you can always stay weather informed. This is George Jung of DMV Weather with your Annapolis forecast. Make it a great day out there, and remember, whatever the weather outside, have fun and be safe.
I'm ONeall, your local RBC Wealth Management Advisor. More than likely, the primary reason you save and invest is to achieve your life goals while ensuring your long-term financial well-being. But before you can determine your preparedness towards your goals, you need long-term answers to important questions about how much money you need, where it will come from, and how long it will last. RBC Wealth Plan, a new industry-leading tool, is now available to help answer these questions and develop your personal plan using a conversational approach. With RBC Wealth Plan, we can create a personal analysis based on these unique goals while offering you the ability to weigh certain decisions and determine what's best for you and your family. Call me, ONeall, today at 410-573-6723 for a complimentary consultation.
RBC Wealth Management, a division of RBC Capital Markets, LLC. Member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC. If you're looking for local sports, it's right here, right now on the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief.
Hey guys, Kevin here. County Athletics had Monday and Tuesday off, so I wanted to take a moment to properly introduce myself and my site. You all know me because I've been fortunate enough to cover sports for you for the past year at Eye on Annapolis. But ShellBack Sports is a place for everyone to go and get in-depth coverage of the sports that matter most to us, with a particular focus on high school athletics. Very soon, we will have in-depth analysis of Anne Arundel County sports. Our team is connecting all the necessary dots to bring you the best analysis of our athletes, and you can expect that coverage to begin by the beginning of spring season. Until then, enjoy the commentary and insight on all of the NCAA and professional teams that matter most to us. And every Friday, make sure to tune in to the ShellBack podcast. You can find all of our content on Facebook. Just search for ShellBack Sports, give it a like, and all of the content will be available to you. If you have stories that you want covered of an athlete or an event in your community, you can message us on either of these platforms. But you can also contact me directly at kchaneyreporting@gmail.com. There's a lot of fun stuff coming up, and we're looking forward to all of you being a part of it.
Thanks for listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. If you like what you heard, make sure to tell your friends and colleagues about it. And also tell them about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find much more. Be sure to check out our other weekly podcast, The Maryland Crabs. This podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at noon. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.